So, Caitlin Clark has had her first workout with Stephanie White. And I'm not going to lie, it is an interesting one. It is a very, very interesting one. Like, some people are obviously really happy with the video, and I am. I'm one of those people. And again, look, I reckon Caitlin Clark is going to be even better coming into the season. Just look at her arms, for God's sake. Like, I might actually make an entire video on that. Look at how much bigger her arms are. Like, she's obviously going hard working out in the off season, which is good. But let's take a look at this entire workout here. And I'm going to make myself smaller so we can take a look. I'm going to play through it in full. And then I am going to break down the individual things. So let's watch it in full right here. So, they're both doing wall sits. Caitlin Clark doing some ball handling stuff. And obviously it's just her with some assistant coaches. I'm surprised there are not more players like kind of almost in these workouts, but they're probably doing a lot of workouts with individual players. But yeah, she's going to the basket, takes a reverse layup right there. She makes a nice off-footed finish layup. Nice floater right there. Stephanie White's actually showing her what to do while being denied. Coming off some fakes, which is nice. Doing her, like, patented jump shot. Oh, she shot the ball with her left hand. Doing her patented jump shot layup thing right there. Kind of floater layup jump shotty thing that she started doing last season. But yeah, and then some high fives all around. So let's take a look at each of the individual things. Let's see what we notice. First of all, are they sitting down or doing wall sits? Either way, doesn't make any difference. So obviously when you've got your head coach leading the individual player workouts, I like that. Because like, obviously Stephanie White was a player. Pretty damn good player. But for me, I think it's a big thing with when it comes to Stephanie White, is that like, you know that there's a level of respect there when the players are like Caitlin Clark can have an individual workout. Like she can genuinely she can do individual workouts. She can go and do team workouts with whoever she wants. She could work out with whatever coach she wants, and she's choosing to work out with the Indiana Fever coaches. Guarantee you she would not be choosing to work out if Christy Sides was still there. So that's obviously the level of coach that she is, that Caitlin Clark's actually choosing to work out with her team for individual workouts, which isn't really their job necessarily for those coaches for the Fever. Okay. I've never seen her do that. Okay, coming off a handoff. We never really saw her coming off a handoff with Aaliyah much that year. Or last year. A lot of the time we saw Aaliyah fake the handoff. We very rarely saw them use the handoff. And then I like that, putting the defender in jail. That's something that Caitlin didn't really use too much last year. Like she did at times, but like they do have to go over the handoffs, otherwise they're given the jump shot. So if she does get better at that, that'll be huge. Like she did use it at times where she kind of put people in jail and they kind of shot that layup-y floater thing. But it is good that she has a little bit more of that. Oh, I like that. Caitlin Clark shot a shot stepping to her right. And I like that again. So a pull-up midi and a shot stepping to her right. And I actually like it because when she's shooting to her right, she's not bringing the ball over this side. Because we know with the deep threes, like a lot of the time you have to bring the ball from somewhere. And like she brings it over this side of her head to kind of get a little bit of more power in the arms. And she'll do that with a jump shot. But I like the way on her right side, she doesn't look as uncomfortable shooting to her right as she did last season. And again, defender trapped in jail, drive in, bit of a hesitation, dribble through, bit of a Nash dribble type thing into a reverse layup. I like that pickup. Okay, nice floater. And to be fair, you could tell she worked on her floaters coming into post-Olympic break. Like the amount of more floaters that she was shooting. Like it seemed like she just got something new in her game every single game. Like, do you guys remember the game she just started spamming the behind the back dribbles? Was it Dallas before the Olympic break where, like, with Caitlin last year, I'm not joking when I say this, if you watch game by game by game, it was like, you know, in 2K when you just equip new animations, she would just randomly get a new animation every game. Like, she would just out of nowhere be like spamming behind the back dribbles. I think it was against Dallas. There was a game where she hit like 2 floaters to start the game. There was a game where she was clearly working on going right, and the first play of the game, she shoots a sidestep to the right and nails it, and it's like, okay, yeah. This is a player that's clearly working on a game during the season. Nice floater. I like the fact that she is shooting floaters. Again, they're obviously being selective with what they're showing us. But I do like the fact that is what she's working on. Is like she shot the ball with her left hand. I don't know. If somebody can find me that clip, I don't know if it exists, of Caitlin Clark scoring with her left hand last year. I actually don't know if that clip exists. But like we're seeing right here, Caitlin Clark. Like this is not an easy shot, by the way. This is a off foot left hand layup floater from outside the key. Like that is not an easy shot to shoot. She's working on a lot of off foot stuff, a lot of like jump stop in finishing. Like almost all the finishes she's making are off footed, which I really like, and it's something that there's a severe lack of especially teaching at youth level. Like if you go to like a Serbia or something, like those off footed layups are like what almost all the coaches are teaching you. Like that's what they are. That's what they're all teaching. Like that's outside of America and like England and Ireland, which is, I'll stand by it, we have the single worst development of basketball players in Europe is England and Ireland, because we don't have the amount of players in America, we don't have the athletes of America, and we don't have the court time of America, but we still use American philosophy of coaching, which is only good if you've got freak athletes and unlimited court time, which is the reason why there are very few American non-athletes that are good at basketball, because their style of coaching is catered towards athletes, and a lot of the time the standard coaching in other countries in Europe isn't necessarily catered towards athletes. Like it's a different style of coaching. Like I think if you put LeBron in Serbia, he doesn't develop better than he is, but if you put there's a lot of dudes, if you put them in somewhere like Serbia, they will become better players. Or if you put Jokic in America, I don't know if he's an NBA player, like growing up through America. And like one of the main things they teach at a young age is being able to off foot, one hand passes, all the stuff that they're like, no, these are bad fundamentals to teach kids. Is like, no, that's of course you're going to be teaching them that. It's like, why would you teach them to do something they can't do in a game? And I love the fact that Caitlin Clark is working on like off-footed stuff with both hands. Like she's not out there practicing stuff that she doesn't need to practice. Obviously, she's still getting shots up and stuff, but it's like, work on your weaknesses. Work on your weaknesses and work on the important weaknesses. Like her finishing and her ability to kind of shoot that floater, that mid-range, the in-between game, not shoot long twos, but everything about the in-between game was the biggest downside for her. And that's why I've such a problem with Angel Reese's. No, I don't. I can guarantee she's working out during the summer, but like she's shooting like dribble, sidestep, 3-pointers for some reason in her workouts. I'm like, you will never shoot that shot in a game, but you're still shot putting layups. Like that's not on Angel, that's on whoever the hell the trainer is. But either way though, that's the video. See you guys.